When you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, it can be a problem when you're trying to get your game sessions on your mobile phone. I dove into the app stores and searched the internet and found myself 10 mobile games that require no internet connection, besides downloading of course, that you can play and that are actually quite enjoyable. So next time you're on a plane and don't want to pay for the Wi-Fi package, or you go to a desolate area camping, you have a few things on your mobile device that you can play. The first game I'm sharing with you today is Devil War Doom shooting game. Now, this game has recently had some redos to make it more Doom inspired and really makes it a step above what it ever used to be. A really solid arena style first person shooter game here that has over 500,000 downloads and 4.5 stars. This one is a single player experience, hence the offline capabilities, and really brings you back to the times when Doom and games of that nature were extremely popular on PC. It actually has that same look and feel that you would also have from a Doom title. The bosses are big, the weapons are fun, and you could play it all of the time, anytime. It's an absolute blast of an action game, again, that you could play anywhere, but you can't play with friends because, as I said, it's a solo experience. The creativity from the bosses are awesome, and I really think that this game shines. So maybe you played Warcraft Rumble in the past. Maybe when it launched months back, you decided to give it a try and you decided that you were going to put it down for a little bit because it didn't keep your attention. Before I dive any further, I want to thank Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring today's video and let you guys know that you should try the game again. And it has a bunch of new features that you could participate in that are going to spark your interest. And follow me on my new YouTube channel. I'm going to leave links to both of those things in the description of this video, both the link to my second YouTube channel called Echo Warcraft Rumble, where I put out videos on the game all the time, and a link to download the game. Whether you've never played it before, or you're someone that had played it in the past, got a little tired of it, I'm letting you know, as a player myself, it's worth diving back into because they got some new stuff. Not only do they have new events inside of the game, not only do they have new spells inside of the game, they got modes where you could team up with your guildmates and take on battles against vicious beasts and have monstrosities of rewards. Is that the right word? Monstrosity? Massive rewards. Maybe that sounds better. The game has been so much fun lately that I had to start another YouTube channel and start creating content for it. It's important that everyone knows what's out there to play in this Warcraft Rumble space. I've been putting out on that channel multiple videos featuring different decks that I love using, just ones that I've fallen in love with and continuously have used over time as I grind through the game. And they're ones that I would recommend that you try as well. And how do you do this? 1, download the game. 2, go to the channel and check out those videos so that you could step up your game and you could do the Bumble inside a Rumble. Whatever that means. And yeah, I know that you're watching this video because you're probably looking for other games that you could be playing because you're dissatisfied, unsatisfied, not happy with what you're currently playing. So here is my heartfelt suggestion to you. Play Warcraft Rumble and see what I got going on over there, because that is the suggestion of the day. Juicy Realm has 50,000 downloads and sits with 4.7 stars and is a premium title costing $3. It's an action game where you fight against bizarre fruit enemies all around the world. In this world, the boundaries between animals and plants have been blurred, making the beginning of an upheaval in the food chain, as you would probably understand. Humanity was forced to establish outposts and begin investigations in the region where the mutated plants were first discovered. The military got itself ready to take down these monstrosities, put leadership in place, and actually dive in to a fun, goofy style action offline title. This one is really a different version. It's a different type of game, and I like how they did blend the two different types of worlds into one. If you're looking for a casual, fun, adventure style experience, this is a great one for you when your internet connection is gone. The Enchanted World has 10,000 downloads and 3.8 stars, is free to play until it requires you to buy the full version of the game. Obviously in the beginning you could play for free, and then there is an unlock required for you to get the rest of the game. An offline single-player puzzle adventure game that is sure to hook you and make you spend the few dollars it costs to dive into this game. You're going to embark on a journey with the Vaintly Fairy, navigating through a series of beautiful environments. Within these journeys, you'll be solving puzzles, checking out different places around the map, and meeting strange characters on the quest to get the world back together. Now, I have been told that I don't often enough share a variety of different genres of games. So I wanted to throw on an action-style racing game on the list here today. So I have for you Super Bikers 3. This game has 5,000 downloads, definitely one of the newer titles, is an offline experience, and, well, is what you would expect. It's a dirt bike racing style game where you take it to the streets and you go through some crazy jumps and hoops to try and win the race, but also have a lot of things in your way along the way. Also, things are extremely unrealistic at times, which I find quite entertaining, making the racing experience even more fun than it would be in real life. And here we go. Dangerous Dudes Shooting Stars has 10,000 downloads. This is an action top-down offline game. It's a free online top-down shooter that'll put you in the boots of a hardened action hero prepared to take on any special operation. It definitely has that Contra feel to it and that 80s rock sound, and is really just a fun casual style game. It's what you would expect out of an offline experience. Nothing more, nothing less. Just something simple and something fun, allowing you to take down enemies along the way, upgrade your weapons, and take some big explosions on your journey. RTS Siege Up Medieval War has 5 million downloads and 4.5 stars, and this is a strategy single-player offline game that has no boosters, no timers, no pay to win. You have 10 to 20 minute battles inside of this one, which is actually quite interesting. When I first saw it, it reminded me of Boom Beach, but after giving a little bit of play testing myself, it definitely plays differently, having you build your civilization in a much different way than we know from previous titles. The game has 26 missions, an online PvP mode, but also can be played PvE offline, no problems at all. It's definitely a fun strategy game, simplistic yet entertaining for a long period of time. Earn to Die Rogue. I feel like I've recently shared this one with you on the channel. It's got 1 million downloads, 4.5 stars, and here you're in the zombie apocalypse, playing as a goofy character that moves around in a weird fashion and drives around some vehicles that are pretty badass. It's a platformer style game with lots of action going on, bullets happening everywhere, and upgrades that can take you deeper and deeper into the game while you're trying to kill everything from this zombie apocalypse. Europe Front Remastered has 50,000 downloads and 4.5 stars, and definitely reminds me of a Call of Duty title. It's an epic single-player shooter in an incredible atmosphere of the war in the early 40s. The game features 2 main campaigns for the Soviet Union and Germany, as well as additional missions that will not let you get bored. You're going to fight in the front lines of the fiercest battles of World War II, pick up authentic weapons, and control legendary military equipment. Definitely a fun action style game that will remind you of titles that you've played on console 10 to 15 years ago. It's a fun experience, one that has a lot of nostalgia, and one that's done really well, specifically for an offline experience. Classic monster collecting is back with a modern twist. This game definitely has a Pokemon feel and vibe to it, and a retro one as well. The game is Koromon. It has 1 million downloads and 4.8 stars. It's another title that you could start trying for free, but then is held behind a $4.99 price tag that you will probably want to pay after experiencing the beginning stages of the game. You're going to collect and train over 120 unique creatures, customize your trainer from hundreds of options, and explore an engaging JRPG world in this turn-based strategy title. It's definitely going to give you the feel and the vibes and the nostalgia that you get from anything that's related to Pokemon. So if you're a Pokemon fan, this is one that you would definitely want to give a shot to if you're getting a little bit bored and maybe the Pokemon games that you're playing are a little bit stale at the current moment. Now, one of my favorite games on today's list is Oceanhorn. It has 5 million downloads and 3.5 stars, and as you can tell, is heavily inspired by a Zelda title. Here you're going to explore the islands of uncharted seas, a world filled with many dangers, puzzles, and secrets. You're going to fight monsters, learn to use magic, and discover ancient treasures, which will help you on your quest. It's a really fun, exciting title, and I actually really like the graphics of this one as well. I think it's done nicely, and it's quite enjoyable. And guess what? Dadish is back with a 3D version in Dadish 3D. It has 10,000 downloads, 4.4 stars, and is a platformer action style game where you play as Dadish, the radish, and you're just trying to make your way through this adventure-ridden land. It's a cute, casual, common style game, but this time around, again, it's in 3D. Definitely something that's enjoyable. If you like videos like these, be sure to subscribe to the channel because every single day I'm bringing you new game options for you to play that may just tickle your fancy.